Mike Florio says, enough. Enough. He calls for an end to the Pro Bowl. All right. Ooh. Did y'all watch the Pro Bowl? Be real. I know I didn't. No lie. I forgot it was on. Yesterday, I don't know what it was. Oh, yesterday we were running around somewhere with the kids. I forgot. Oh, I went to the beach. Oh, this page isn't responding. You're going to respond right now. I don't care about that. Today is the Sunday between NFL. Nope, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay, viewership has predictably deteriorated. Last year's Pro Bowl games, traditional Sunday time slot, averaged just 4.7 million viewers. Good Lord. A record low for the event. Stop doing that. I hate you. Tuesday's Pro Bowl games. Tuesdays? They play on Tuesday now? I'm not even going to read this whole article. What? It's time to get rid of the Pro Bowl games. There's surely a minimum viewership number below which the entire exercise becomes a bad business proposition. The question then becomes whether the league will be willing to treat it as a loss leader, given the NFL's current fixation on making flag football a far bigger deal than it has ever been. Oh, that's a good point. Go Florio. I'll talk about that. Bottom line, the moment the Pro Bowl games become a big enough strain on the bottom line, they'll go the way of the surprise onside kick. And so the message is clear. You don't like the Pro Bowl games? Don't watch. If enough people don't, the Pro Bowl games will inevitably be put out of everyone's misery. Let me put you out of your misery for that page that ain't responding either. Golly, what is going on? Okay. It comes on Tuesday? Stop playing with me, y'all. Oh, my God. It's already dead. It's already dead. Have you ever been there? You know, everybody fills out their DMV and their license, and they ask you, do you want to donate your organs and all that? And I know it kind of gets you a little weird, like, oh, I got to question my mortality, and it's going to end. But damn it, this is already dead. It on Tuesday? You mean tomorrow? Jesus. Oh, man. I got to end this with this story. You know I'm King Levity, but I also sometimes make things heavier. If things are light, I make them heavier. If things are heavy, I make them light. You know, just a little polarity. So here we go. My grandma, Gangsta G, where I get a lot of my Wileyisms from. You know, the one who says, I give you some her Wileyisms. One, she said, play pussy, get fucked. Now, that means to her and means to me, that means don't play around. Silly games means silly prizes. You win silly prizes if you play silly games. That. She had, don't play pussy, get fucked. That was her. Sorry for all the kids watching. That was her, you know? And it's real. And I live with that mindset. Like, I ain't playing no games because I know what happens. You're going to get messed up. Right? She had a bunch of them. Can't make sense out of nonsense. Right? That was Grandma Blackie, etc. Now, she's also the person that she had some heart issues, some cardio issues at the end of her life, and you just saw her deteriorating. It was one of those slow bleeds, right? And then finally she's in the hospital, and it's like, damn, the strongest, most gangster person I know, it's about to be over, right? And it's devastating to everybody, but my sister especially. She's the closest to her. All right, fast forward, grandma ain't gonna make it. They're doing cold blues and CPR, and they resuscitating her. They did it like once or twice, right? Then they were gonna do it again. And the doctor comes to me. He's looking in the room. He's like, everybody, can you step out? And he looks at me. And I don't know if it was because I was a dude and it was like my sister, my aunties and all, you know, or it looks like he may understand. But he came to me, he said, look, we could keep doing this. But, you know, one of those like, and I said, I know. I said, I can see it. And he was like, just let me know. And then I looked at my sister. I said, I can't do that to my sister. Like, my sister holding on for hope for anything. I'm like, I can't do that to my sister. That's her best friend. I was like, damn it, but I need to help my sister. She got to let go. And then I went back to the doctor and I said, is there any chance? And he said, I want to show you something. And he showed me her blood. No lie, y'all. It looked like this color, but it was like a little tinge of pink. A little. I said, okay. And I had to do it. Real spit. Pro Bowl. You ain't even got that tinge of pink. You just clear. Clear. Rampart. Dead. Clear. Let him go. Simple as that. Oh, that hurts. Love you, Grandma Blackie. Love you, Gangsta G. Well, matching the frustration level of some people who want to watch the Pro Bowl, but just feel like it ain't it.
I've been trying to kill this dog off for years. Do the humane thing and put this old boy down, because they have tried everything to get us to care, and we don't. They have changed everything. They have tried everything to get us to care, and we just don't. No one cares. And now this is their Hail Mary. The league going full troll, full hot take factory, and putting Shedeur on the team for absolutely no reason other than to get people to lose their minds both ways.
That ain't fair now. Come on, Rome. I know this is a take, and I know you king take. You first take. You first take before first take. Jim Rome been doing this since the 90s, maybe even the 80s, but certainly the 90s. I used to be on this show all the time as a fill-in. I get it. One of the hardest shows to do, because you know how he does it, and you try to do what he does. It ain't going to work. So, respect to him, though. Hey, come on. They didn't put him in. They had voting, and which is what, a third of it, the process, and he's super popular, so he got voted high. And then, because the incentives aren't there for the Pro Bowl anymore, no one wants to play. So that's already rule one. That's why they moved it from Hawaii, and then they tried to turn it into flag football. But then they messed up. People liked the vacation of Hawaii. They didn't like the expenses of Hawaii. You mean I'm going to the Pro Bowl, and in order for me to even try and break even, we got to win the Pro Bowl, which means I got to play football and play hard, at least in the fourth quarter. Makes no sense. Now, y'all got to give me enough money where it makes sense, and then my whole family want to go. I can't be coming out net negative for an honor. Forget the honor. I don't want to play. Don't want to get hit. Already sore. Done played 17 football games. Don't need more. Some of us the playoffs, more than that. I don't need it. It ain't worth it. The incentives don't demand me to play. Don't demand me. But if you offer me something that did, I would. So y'all need to make this way more money. And you need to invite, you got to say up to 10 relatives free. All expenses paid, 10 relatives, and at least $250,000, $500,000, 10 free relatives. I bet you cats saw, now they not playing because of a hangnail. Oh, my pinky toe. I bet you if you change the rules to that, you have people going, then you wouldn't have Shedeur in there. So don't blame Shedeur for this.
And get people to actually care about this game. But people with actual brains don't and never will. No, Shield, I'm not biting. You can't hook me. I'm not going to talk about how ridiculous this election is. I'm not going to get all worked up about how ridiculous this election is, because we know it is. But I'll tell you what I will talk about. I'll talk about how ridiculous you look doing it as a last-ditch effort to get us to care about your ridiculous Pro Bowl game that stopped mattering decades ago. As if it ever mattered ever at all. Nice try, trolls.
Blah, blah, blah. Sound like that take was already made, and then he was like, hey, I'm going to make it work. Because Shedeur has nothing to do with this except he's the recipient. I think that's why when I said it and I reported on it, I was like, I'm not mad at Shedeur. I don't even feel a thing. The Pro Bowl been gone. We already lost the Pro Bowl. You killing a dead body. Nobody, you know what I mean? It's over. It's over. It's okay, too. We are fine.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.